lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just the perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast. We'll be right back.
Yeah, sunny days, sunny days, sunny days. No clouds in the sky, but again, away feels like it's been a freaking decade.
Hi, everyone. I am Carolyn Smith with the Coastal Estate Team, and welcome to another episode of Contracts and Cocktails.
I'm Kellie Bowling.
And we are excited to be here today because we're going to talk about a fun subject for us, or not so fun subject for us, which is, are realtors allowed to have a life?
Yeah,
Yes.
like a normal life.
Yeah.
You know, like you people have.
Yes, because, I get calls and texts at 2 a.m. and at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's not just weekdays, it's weekends. And I don't mind. Like, I don't mind if you call me or you text me at that time, because if I can't answer or I can't respond, I'm not going to. But if that's a convenient time for you to reach out, I'll silence my phone or whatever. The concern I think that we have is that sometimes people don't understand when we don't answer the phone or respond to a text.
They're expecting an answer right away. They have a question. And if you tell them, well, I'm sorry, but I was in the shower.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Oh, you take showers? I literally, a couple weeks ago, I was out at lunch in the middle of a restaurant. And I don't answer unless it's urgent or critical or my kids or something. I'm not answering the phone in the middle of a restaurant. And so I didn't even know who this person was. It was like their first time calling me. So when I got done, actually what happened was I texted them.
Oh.
So I texted them and said, hey, I'm really sorry. I'm in the middle of a restaurant. And as soon as I get out of here, I will give you a call back. And this is a weekend too. Okay. I just want to say, but even if it wasn't a weekend,
right?
I'm in a restaurant where we're allowed to go to lunch.
Yeah, we do need to eat.
We do need to eat. And the first thing he says to me is, wow, I wish I had your schedule. That
you get to eat lunch at lunchtime.
I hope you get to eat too. So
right.
I think people just, need to be understanding that we're on call.
Yes.
Almost all the time.
I've gotten to the point where when I'm somewhere that's maybe not at work, like I'm not showing property or I'm not in inspection or something like that. Let's say I'm getting my nails done.
Yeah.
If somebody calls me and I can't answer because I'm in the middle of a nail salon, it's rude. You know, you're there. The people are trying to relax and do their thing in there.
Right.
I will try to text and then say, I'm sorry, but I'm in a meeting.
Right.
I will call you when I get out. So all of my doctor's appointments have now become meetings.
Yes.
If I'm at the movies with my children, I'm in a meeting.
Yes.
If I'm out at a friend's function, like a party, I'm at a meeting.
Yeah.
So I usually don't divulge like exactly what I'm doing. I don't tell them like I'm at a doctor's appointment or I'm getting my hair done or I'm doing this. And that's why I can't talk. But I'll text, if I'm somewhere. I don't just completely ignore them.
And what's sad is I feel like we have to do that all the time now.
Yeah.
Like we can never, no matter how well we know the client or anything else, we can never say like, I'm taking a rare day off or,
or I'm curled up in the fetal position with a panic attack right now. You can't tell them that.
Yes. I mean, we can't work 7 days. We do work 7 days a week, but we also need downtime. We need time. We need to be able to go do things. We need to go to the grocery store, whatever it is. But we can't say that anymore. And it's kind of sad.
It is.
It's kind of sad that we can't say, hey, we're doing whatever normal people do. And we get that when you're at work, you don't call us. Yeah. You can't talk.
Right.
So you're calling us on your off hours. But there was one, what was on here? Something about, the vacations.
Oh, yeah.
So the vacations are an issue. So you were just saying that.
Well, I don't travel a lot. And if I do, it's because I feel like obligated to go with my family somewhere for a week or whatever. And so I just don't travel. But it never fails that when you book that vacation, that somebody, a new client, whatever, or somebody you've been working with for a while decides that they want to go see 12 houses. And thank God for the team because you guys always, come in and take care of me and my people, which is great. But then I feel the need, like, do I tell them I'm going away so that it's not a surprise? And that's what I've been doing. Like, I'll just announce to them ahead of time, hey, I don't ever go anywhere, but next month I'm going to be gone for a week from this day to this day. I'll be available by phone. I'll be available by text, but my team will be available in person to show you anything that you might need to see or to handle offers, etc. Because I feel like they'll have to understand, like, they go on vacations too.
Right.
And, it's something that you do with your family. I'm not going out of town every month or,
Right.
every 3 months or anything like that. Just once a year. I feel like we deserve that.
Yeah.
And
we have to because
and
our families don't see us otherwise.
Well,
'cause
that's
we do
true.
work all
and
the time.
to be able to unplug, I can't tell you, like, especially when I first got started in real estate and sitting around the table with my husband and I'm constantly on my phone and he would get so annoyed, but he understood at the same time. So he usually wouldn't say anything, but I've gotten a little bit better about that. I try to set boundaries for my time.
Yes.
And, the do not disturb at night.
Kellie taught me. So she started doing it. So Apple has this really cool feature on the iPhone where you can do it's a focus.
Yeah,
like a
you can do focus
time.
or do not disturb or
Yes.
sleep. I do the sleep one at night.
Yeah, and I just started doing. So what happens is, I started doing it closer to 8 p.m. at night, 8 p.m. to like 7 in the morning. So instead of your phone actually ringing or, making the text noise, it still comes through.
Yes.
So you can still see it and you can still respond to it. You can still
Right.
answer the phone if it rings, but it doesn't make the noise.
Right. It
And
doesn't
there's
buzz or
We're
chime.
like
or whatever.
Pavlov's dog, man. We hear that noise, we're like, "What? Wait, I got to answer that person."
This is true, yeah.
So it forces us to be into like a little more of a down time.
Right. And if you set it on one of your Apple devices, like your phone,
Yeah.
it goes and translates because, I have my MacBook at
Yes.
home, my Mac at the office, my watch. It'll go across all those devices so that if you are working on something, it's not going to be hitting you on that other device too. So I love that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you can exclude people. So like
Oh,
your
yes.
kids, they're,
Right.
you're like Kellie can text me anytime.
Right. And like my son, I think
Yeah.
I always put it on Do Not Disturb when we're here doing these
Yeah.
podcasts. But one day he called me and it rang through and I'm like, I know oh, wait, it's a kid. Yeah.
It's a kid.
It's a kid calling.
Darn kids.
Yeah. With nothing important to say, but
yeah, but still, that's our
Yeah.
children. So yeah, I would just say, have, I know that when you're buying a home, it's the most important thing in your life.
Yes,
it's the most
absolutely.
stressful thing in your life, and you're like, and we're an instant gratification society. And we're here, man. We're trying to do our best, but there are times. And actually, I had a realtor once yell at me because she she was trying to get in one of my listings.
Mm-hmm.
She had the showing instructions, but she hadn't taken them with her. She had gotten them and she didn't know how to get them. And she's sitting there with her client, so she's frustrated.
yes.
I'm in the shower. I don't even hear the
Right.
phone ring. So I get out of the shower and I immediately call her back, and she just goes ballistic on me.
Oh my gosh.
That, why didn't you answer your phone? You should answer your phone all the time. And she hung up on me. But she was so frustrated because she had already left. She had already left the property. But it's like, be understanding, whether you're a realtor, you're a client, whatever, of that, we have to go out and do things too, but we are working more than 40 hours a week.
I probably should be a little bit more understanding too. I was at a showing yesterday and the instructions said that the seller would provide access just to knock on the door.
Yeah.
So we get there and my client showed up and that's what we did. We knocked on the door. There's no lockbox there and it was crickets. So then I see a doorbell, but it looks like really old. So I'm like, I wonder if this thing works. And I pushed it. I didn't hear anything. And I'm like, all right, we're going to knock a little louder.
Yeah.
And nothing. So then my buyer, he's like, well, is the door unlocked? And he goes to open it. I'm like, well, it doesn't say that we can just go in.
Right.
So let me try to get a hold of the agent first. So there's 2 agents on it. And I called both. Neither answers their phone.
Right.
One goes straight to voicemail. And so then I'm texting both of them. And finally, one of them was like, oh, well, sometimes she just leaves. So if it's unlocked, you can go in. And I'm like, okay, I just needed the permission.
Right.
But I'm
Yes.
like frustrated. Why aren't they answering their phone? Well, probably because they're with somebody like me or they're taking a shower or they're having lunch.
Yeah.
It was right at lunchtime to be
Yeah.
there. So, sometimes I'm not as forgiving either. And I have
Right.
to remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard, and it is frustrating. I had one this weekend where it says lockbox on the door. I go to the door, there's no lockbox. Then I'm trying to reach the agent. The agent's not answering, and I'm looking around. I'm walking around the house. Maybe it's on a hose bib. Maybe it's
Right.
on a secondary door. Whatever. I'm knocking. Nobody's coming to the door. Then the agent finally calls me back, and he says, "Oh, sometimes he doesn't put the lockbox on." So apparently they let them put their own lockbox on.
Okay.
And just the door's going to be unlocked. Go in. So I hang up. Okay, great. I try the door. The door's locked. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
fine.
that didn't work. So then around the side of the house, there's a little dog. And he's like, just go around the side of the house, walk past the dog. If you've ever been bitten by a dog as a realtor, which I have.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I was like, okay. I go around the back door. The guy's home. The wife's sleeping. He's like, oh, I didn't know there was an appointment. I had a scheduled appointment. I show him on the phone, like somebody approved it, whatever. So we have those fun things.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah. Little off topic, but anyway. So I think we're just, we just had a moment where we're like, we want to take care of our clients. We want to be available, but sometimes we can't be.
Well, we're going to be a better realtor for you.
Yes.
If we are able to make sure that our homes are taken care of, our kids are taken care of, ourselves are taken care of, so that we can then put our full energy and our full focus into making sure that you're taken care of.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So that was our PSA for today. That's my new little thing I'm saying. You heard me say I've been saying this. A PSA for today. So that's it. So we will we'll catch you next time. But if you have any questions on real estate, you're looking to buy a house, sell a house, and market, we're going to talk in our next episode about statistics a little bit, what's happening in the market. So tune in for that. But the market is definitely picking back up. So if you're ready to buy, you're ready to sell, now's a great time. Give us a call, 321-422-2160, or email us, hello@Coastal Estate Team. And we'll see you next time.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Oh, and subscribe.
Click the subscribe button.
Yes, subscribe.
Please.
You can see us.
We cannot become influencers if you do not subscribe.
And you would be missing the last episode where my hair was doing the something about Mary thing, which...
Yeah, so subscribe.
So just subscribe.
We'll see you next time.
All right. Cheers. Bye.
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just a perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast. We'll be right back.